All right. Today was a good day. I don't know how many of these videos I've done on good days, so I'm trying to be more mindful about that, recording the good days. On good days, it takes more effort to get to the heart of where I am. Isn't that interesting? It's like I'm more shallow on good days, and that would be why suffering is so valuable. In this suffering season, I have found that it's pain that keeps me close to reality, to truth, and to what is meaningful. This morning, my intention for the day was one word: self-mastery. I guess that's two words, but if you hyphen them together, it's kind of one. Self-mastery. I would like to get my mind back to where it was, if this is possible, before social media, before it got trampled on by the internet and just bombarded by information. I would like to simplify and clarify my thought processes. I would like to be very intentional with my mind and what I put in it. So self-mastery the word has come up again and again throughout the day because there are so many, like checking my phone, checking notifications, like checking. Every time I go to do that, I just remind myself I'm practicing self-mastery, and I don't want to continue this habit of just like, it's like a constant need for little like micro validations. And I don't want that. I don't want to need that. It's an addiction. And it's like I didn't realize that, I haven't been very active on social media at all in a long time, but it's not even just that. It's like emails and messages. Like I'll just randomly like have to like keep checking on my messages. Like, why? It's so crazy. They say what you measure grows, and I'm not sure if that's like exactly what this is, but it sort of applies. Like when you start paying attention to something, like it really amplifies in your mind. And like just paying attention to how often I check my phone has really made it clear to me just like how much of a problem that is, like how divided my attention is at any given time because I'm always checking that thing. Like I really want to be present for whatever it is I'm doing. And I imagine that once I get to that place, I will be a lot more just like effective in my life. I'll be better, in my work, in my relationships, in all of my pursuits, in my creativity. I just feel like my mind has become so fragmented and just distracted, and I just want to be present. I want to be really present like I used to be before. For the longest time, I refused to get a smartphone in my early 20s when they were like coming out, and I saw everybody just glued to their phones, and I was like, I don't want that. I don't want to be sucked into that thing, And so I resisted for a long time. I had one of those uncool flip phones, But then, during college, I remember Josh offered to trade me his phone. He had an iPhone and I don't know why, there was some benefit to him, but we traded. And I was like, well, this is cool because now I have like the dictionary on my phone, and I have a calculator, and I have a flashlight, and I have, it was like all these things in one. And I was like, okay, for the sake of simplicity and minimalism, this is not bad, So I justified it. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with a cell phone. It's great for all of those reasons. I didn't know, I was going to get sucked into social media. I didn't even have anything. I think I had like a Facebook, but I never used it. But I remember, and I can recall when I read old journals from, my early 20s and before that, I remember being a lot more clear in my thinking, a lot more focused, and just like more present in my life even. I was so present in my relationships and just in like the everyday small wonders that I have missed out on for, a long time. I still think I pay pretty close attention, but I was immersed in like this world of wonder in my early 20s that I would like to get back to. Everything was magical to me. I would write about just like the way that the roses danced in front of my window and how I could hear the mockingbird at night, and he had become like my nighttime companion when everybody else was asleep. And I was just so present for all those things. Whereas now, I might be scrolling on my phone or something and just not hear a mockingbird at all. Just so many details that I miss. I've been paying close attention to the sky. And here in the desert, it's really beautiful. There are a lot of really colorful, vivid sunsets. And so it's easy to pay attention. Pay attention to the birds. The birds in the desert are few, and they are only pretty much ravens and seagulls. And then there are these like little finches with yellow bellies that are really cute, but you don't see them too often. I appreciate the birds. I miss the cardinals and the blue jays of Oklahoma and those little scissor tails. I'm grateful for like the self-control that I'm learning. I feel like I'm finally crawling out of my hole. And I have so much gratitude for that. What a hole that was. But what invaluable treasures I found there. I will never forget this season of my life. Never.